and it's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. You know, in this community are a lot of people who wear a lot of hats, and some people who don't like to wear hats because they mess up their hair. But at any rate, your hair looks fine this morning, Michelle, even though you are changing hats all the time. Of course, we know her for her association with IUP, where she has such an important job and many, many duties. But one of the things that you do is your involvement with the Athena Club and the Athena Award ceremony, and that very special event is coming up, and we want to spend some time talking about that this morning. Our visit presented by Marcus & Mack, voted the best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 4 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. You can visit them online at marcusandmack.com. It's rare anymore that we get you into the studio.
Well, you know, I try to, there's been so many people first of all, I have to say thank you. An event like this isn't possible without community sponsors. And I don't know, maybe as I get older and I kind of take stock of all my blessings and where I am, I'm so grateful to be in this community. I've had an amazing job, work with such talented leaders, but I can also do some of these community things with great support from my employer, from my community. So thank you, though, for having us. And of course, I do have to do a plug that, Todd, we couldn't have the event, and it couldn't be as good as we have it each year without you as the MC. So thank you for that. But so what I'm here today to is really talk about, on Friday, that's our last day for accepting nominations for the Athena and the Athena Young Professional Finalists Award. And all of the nomination forms, all the information is on the Chamber of Commerce website, who continue to be great partners with us. And I'm thrilled that we can honor such deserving people. People in this community are incredible. I mean, the leadership we have, the volunteerism that we have, and the next generation isn't possible without mentorship of this current generation. And of course, one of them being Ellen Ruddick, the Spatafores. So I'm in very good company to be part of this group. But I do want to tell you, if your organization, if you're an individual, if you're a group, nonprofit, or business, you can nominate for the Athena Professional or the Athena Young Professional. The Athena Young Professional Award is for people that are 40 and under, and this is open to men and women. So don't think that, because men can be wonderful mentors as well as women. So it's very much open to just talented, committed individuals. Again, the Chamber of Commerce website, and the Chamber, of course, is a wonderful sponsor for us. But one of the highlights for me is the Spatafora Scholarship for an Athena Club recipient, or Athena Club member. Before he passed, Chuck Spatafore was an incredible inspiration and incredible support, and his son, CJ Spatafore, has picked up the ball in every possible way. So we get to present the Spatafore Family Scholarship to a high school member of an Athena Club. And right now we have Athena Clubs at Indiana Area High School, Marion Center Junior Senior High School, and United High School, and Purchase Line is right waiting in the wings to have a club formed there. Okay. And Holly Roger, Dr. Holly Roger, has been really being the connection with those groups to say, here's how you apply for the scholarship. But it's a $5,000 scholarship. Yeah. That's pretty substantial. You put a son through school, so you know that. I put two children through school. So, but I love honoring the finalists and recognizing them. But there's something about honoring this next generation. And they tell us, again, they love coming to the luncheon because they get to sit with the finalists. They get to sit with past Athena recipients, past Civic Leader recipients, and it's just an incredible opportunity.
Well, you used the word community, and I don't think that there are, well, let's put it this way, there are very few events where you get that sense of community as you do at this luncheon, because Absolutely. You see the youngest among us having the opportunity to interact and to mix with folks who have been doing things in the business community for their entire working careers and now are retired, and those who are now active.
Absolutely, and it really is wonderful. We have about 150 people come to the luncheon, the Emerging Women's Leaders Luncheon, and that's going to be on October 15th at the Country Club. And we switched it 2 years ago to a lunchtime meeting so we could bring in the students from the Athena clubs. And that's been incredibly rewarding, incredibly successful. S&T Bank, as I talk about sponsors, they sponsor the buses, the meals for all of these young members of the Athena clubs, and they also are sponsoring major leadership training, like a train the trainer, so that folks can learn the Athena tenets, the Athena model, and they can help to create clubs and teach it to the youth in our high school. So I can't say enough about S&T.
Yeah.
And now this year we'll also be profiling all of our finalists. Memory Lane Media has become a sponsor for us, so we're very excited about that. So you'll see the finalists up close and personal on video, so we're excited about that too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So for somebody who is sitting there listening to this morning, they're saying, well, I'm intrigued by this.
Right.
I think I do want to name somebody. I've
Good.
got a young lady who was working for me that would be perfect for the young Athena, and for the Athena, maybe that one as well. So what do they need to do? What are the qualifications that someone would be interested in?
It's really about mentoring young women in business. And it's about helping them to reach their full potential. Certainly there is community service leadership, but it really is about embracing the idea that you are mentoring the next generation. You can find everything you need on the Indiana County Chamber of Commerce website. There's a form there. The nomination form is there. More about the Athena finalists. I know that you all were very good about putting a news release up about what the tenets are and what we honor in terms of these awards. So you can check that out. But Friday is the deadline, and we have to make that hard and fast as the deadline to submit an application. There's more information on the website, on the Chamber of Commerce website, with how you reach out to them. And certainly if people know me, you can absolutely reach out to me. I'm glad to steer you in the right direction. I'd love for everybody to mark October 15th as the leadership luncheon. And that's when we'll be revealing the recipients of the award. We'll be revealing the Spatafora Family Scholarship recipient. But you'll get a chance to meet the finalists on September 25th. We work with the Chamber. S&T Bank, again, as our sponsor, is going to have a Chamber After Hours, and we'll be announcing the finalists. So that's always a really exciting day.
Yeah, it really will be. And it is, I mean, the feeling that you get when you're there. As a guy who was there watching all of this and seeing the way that the women interact with one another, and the way the young women look up to those older women who have they've been doing it for years here in this community, and I think that they get a real feeling for the way that people can work in a community without drawing attention to themselves,
Absolutely.
but certainly in such a way that people recognize their contributions as being so valuable.
Well, it isn't about no recipient I've ever known or any finalist I've ever known is like, oh, thank goodness they finally recognized me. That is not the spirit of this event. It's about, okay, I guess I'll agree to be nominated, because you need to show and lift up folks who have done great things and have done mentoring to be able to network and to be an inspiration. That's really what our whole event is about. You'll not only I think we'll have some of the finalists come down and be interviewed by you, Todd, again this year, and we really appreciate that. The Indiana Gazette is also a media sponsor, so they will be putting together this beautiful tab that introduces everyone to the finalists, and so that'll come out a little bit closer to the event. But I just have to do a shout out to all of the recipients group. We all worked together to put this together. And when we changed directions, everybody was unanimously in favor of, we need to make this a luncheon event because we need to have young people here. That's really our focus, the next generation. Mm-hmm. So we're really excited about it. Again, Indiana County Chamber website. A lot of people do know me, so if you need to reach out to me, I'm more than happy to talk to you and guide you in the way. And it's just an incredible thing, and not many communities do this. Yeah. This is a hallmark of this community, to recognize its leaders and to really lift them up and create this networking opportunity. This doesn't happen in a lot of communities, especially bigger cities. It just doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. But this happens because people believe in this community and building a sense of community. And certainly Renda is one of them, and so are you.
Well, it's going to be a wonderful event on October the 15th, but this Friday, September the 5th, is the deadline for making that nomination, so you need to do that.
Absolutely. So just go to the Indiana County Chamber of Commerce website. The nominations, if you look scroll right across the top of the chamber website, you'll see Athena. They were nice enough to put this, and very helpful to put this right in the top bar, the navigation bar, and you can have a drop-down menu. It'll tell you how to nominate. Friday is the nomination. You can do it all online, so that's a little bit easier. But if you prefer to do snail mail, absolutely, that's welcome too, but it does need to be postmarked by Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. She is Michelle Fryling. IUP, of course, is underway with a brand new semester.
You bet it is. Yay. Well, I mean, okay, we're going to need all day. I'm going to have to go into the news if we talk about all the wonderful things that have happened at IUP. I couldn't be more proud of our students, accreditation, and the proposed College of Medicine. Yeah, I know you were nice enough to have Dr. Rose on, and I've worked at IEP for more than a couple years, and I think this is probably our most exciting time.
Yeah.
So much promise, so much opportunities. We're all working together, really, to serve our students.
It really is amazing, and to me, one of the most wonderful things has been with the proposed College of Osteopathic Medicine, how it's been embraced by not only the entire IUP community, but by the medical community all across Western Pennsylvania.
Are you tired of me sending you releases about the signings? But I've been going to all these signings. I've only missed one because my schedule didn't permit. And, we were told that this was going to be your hardest thing, because it's a responsibility to accept the clinical training agreements for our students to be out as residents. And we've been truly embraced. They are excited about it because this is the future. We need that pipeline of talented, well-educated medical professionals who want to stay in the region. I don't know about you, but trying to get a physician if you don't already have one is a challenge.
Yeah,
is a challenge. But what we're doing, our focus is on rural medicine and fostering those relationships with students who want to stay in rural medicine. That's really our goal. But it's not a bad way to kick off our 150th either.
Yeah.
And you all were at the carnival. You did a great job with that. That was an incredibly festive event.
It's going to be some year, isn't it?
It is. We've kicked off our 150th anniversary. We've kicked off our Impact 150 fundraising campaign with $81 million. Again, I think it's one of the most exciting times to be at IEP.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. And the campus looks all different, too.
I know it does. How about that? I know a lot of people were very concerned with some of the buildings coming down, but we're getting there. And Pratt Hall, we're continuing to work on that. And please be assured that we've worked really hard to make sure anything that is not used by the building, that is not then turned back into the demolition and the construction folks is available for surplus, just needs have changed.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at your own home, you probably don't have 3 or 4 or 5 metal file cabinets anymore. Maybe 3 or 4 or 5 thumb drives. Oh, maybe you do. I don't know.
But I never had those.
I know, but but we need to meet the needs of our students now and in the future, and we're really excited about it. Of course, we want to honor Dr. Wyant and Dr. Pratt, former President Pratt, who was a mover and shaker for this university. I mean, my goodness, he shaped our future in so many ways. But we need to think about what our students need now and in the future, what our workforce needs now and in the future.
Yeah. It's going to be an exciting time at IUP.
It is.
Thank you so much for coming in to join us. Friday is the deadline.
Friday is the deadline. Friday is the deadline. Reveal the 25th of September and the luncheon on October 15th.
Very good. Very good. She is Michelle Fryling, joining us here this morning on Indiana in the Morning. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com.